right, in other developing stories we're tracking for you, several major roads will be affected in the Pretoria CBD as the EFF holds what it's describing as a VAT victory march from the Union Buildings to National Treasury. Now, back in April, a proposed 0.5 percentage point increase was withdrawn by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana after mounting pressure from political parties and other sectors. Newzroom Africa's Junior Khumalo is tracking that story for us. He joins us now live. Junior, it's been a slow start to that protest action. What's the latest there, particularly as we build up to Finance 3.0 this Wednesday?
Indeed, Michelle, it was a slow start to today. This march was expected to get underway at about 10 o'clock. And at that time, there were quite a few people that had made their way here at this place. But right now, hundreds of EFF supporters and South Africans basically who are supporting the scrapping of the VAT have turned out at this Union Buildings lawns. They are going to be marching with the EFF leader, Julius Malema, to National Treasury. But not to waste time, let me bring in the EFF national spokesperson. Thank you so much, Sinawo, for joining us. Today, what are you trying to communicate to South Africans through this march?
Look, the first thing we want to communicate to the people of South Africa is that the defeating of the VAT hikes, which the EFF led both in the Standing Committee on Finance, in the National Assembly, and ultimately in the Western Cape High Court, is a people's victory. It's not only the EFF's victory, it's a victory for the poor people of South Africa who were rescued from an increase of cost of foods and basic goods, which the ANC tried to implement alongside its coalition partners and other smaller organizations such as your Build One South Africa, Action SA, and all of those as party of Songezo Zibi as well. So we stopped them from implementing that VAT hike using legal instruments and using Parliament as well, and it's a victory we're delivering to them. But we want to also say that it does not end there, because the Minister of Finance is going to want to implement what is called austerity, which is cutting off budgets and spending on healthcare, critical frontline services, education, and possibly social grants. And that tough decision, they are trying to implement it and manipulate us into accepting it by saying it was either that or the VAT increase, which shows a lack of imagination on the part of Treasury, a lack of imagination on the part of Enoch Godongwana, and it's not something we have to accept. So we must oppose austerity, we must oppose borrowing, we must implement measures such as increasing corporate tax, stopping illicit financial flows by capacitating SARS so that we can protect our people from regressive policies.
You spoke about the Finance Minister tabling that budget 3.0 on Wednesday. Has there been any consultation from the ANC-led GNU partners with the EFF?
None whatsoever, and I think that should be credited to the fact that they might have secured the support of cutting of budget and spending for healthcare, education and other services from the Democratic Alliance, because the Democratic Alliance tried to position itself as being against the VAT increases as part of a pro-poor position, but that was not the case. We know they were using the VAT increases as a way to leverage further control in the GNU over the economic sector and the finance cluster as well. Now that we have defeated the VAT increase, the Democratic Alliance is not speaking about protecting the poor from austerity. They're not speaking about protecting the poor from cutting of spending on healthcare and education. They are going to support this budget, which contains these budget cuts, and the ANC now sees no further need for consultation, which shows you that the consultative process they were embarking on with other small organizations as well was one of expediency, one for securing votes, not one for the people.
And just lastly, the president is going to be in America on Wednesday when this budget is going to be tabled. Just the EFF's thoughts around that, him prioritizing the bilateral relations between South Africa and America and not the budget.
It's irresponsible. It's misaligned priorities, because he should be here in South Africa and proceeding with the process of the budget and forming part of it as well, as a president of a country that doesn't have one today. So we think it's inappropriate, but also he's going there to embarrass himself. He's going to be embarrassed by Donald Trump, because there's no negotiating you can make with someone who has a predetermined position to punish South Africa for its stance against Israel and the genocide and against the people of Palestine. So he's going there to try and renegotiate diplomatic relations with the United States of America. Our message to him is that he has no right or standing to renegotiate our laws. He has no right or standing to renegotiate our policies as South Africa. So we don't know what the purpose is, and it's inappropriate.
Thank you so much. That is the EFF national spokesperson. They are just speaking to us about the march today. They're saying that they know very well that the finance minister is going to bring back some austerity measures when it comes to the budget that he's going to present on Wednesday. And another critical thing, Michelle, that they are not happy about is the fact that the president is not going to be there there, most likely not going to be there for the budget that is going to be taking place. He is, of course, going to be in America with those negotiations between South Africa and the US expected to be taking place on Wednesday, in Michelle.
Yes, certainly. That's where the president will be. Junior Kamalo, thanks very much indeed for that update. A rather slow start there to the EFF's march.